Hi, I'm Adriana Baranek, CEO of Media Group. You're watching UseWise YouTube channel. Here I am today with our CTO, Madam Baranek again.
Hi.
And one of the topics that is quite prevalent when people talk about cloud computing is CapEx versus OpEx. And this is a very interesting topic that we have a different take on than finance people. And I would like Mladen to take us into this topic.
So traditionally companies had a yearly planning process where they would allocate budgets for IT department, and then there would be kind of secondary allocations to internal customers, users within organization who are using IT services. With the public cloud, suddenly there is a flexibility and transparency through billing that enables IT departments to track who is consuming how much resources. Plus, they are suddenly able to support backend for mobile applications. They can support projects like SAP deployment without 3 to 6 months lead time of procuring CapEx equipment, since they can through public cloud utilize their OpEx budget and start with the development and test instances for SAP deployment basically immediately. So they don't have sizing exercise, procurement exercise, and stuff like that. So with OpEx comes a lot of complexity that has to be managed through billing, since you have to establish new controlling practices, you have to establish budgets per projects, per organizational units, you have to track what's going on. And with CapEx, it was usually more investment into resources that would either be sunk since projects were not realized, and then resources have to be reallocated, or you had underestimated requirements, so there would be annexes, and you have suddenly to do very expensive and complex forklift upgrades, or you would actually have a lot of resources that are not utilized, since people tend to procure more than they need to ensure there wouldn't be a problem with capacity if they are dealing with CapEx investment. So there are some companies who plan for CapEx on on-prem data center equipment, and usually every 3 to 5 years they have to do forklift upgrades, and that they have a lot of issues with efficiency, with speed of deployment, and usually a lot of benefits can be extracted moving towards public cloud and starting utilizing OpEx. So I'm not talking from financial perspective, I'm talking from IT perspective.
But in the end, it all comes down to the same perspective, in fact. When we see banks in some of the regions where we work, they tend not to understand what IT is all about, and they press companies into having more CapEx on the IT side, which is really completely coming from the point of not understanding what IT and what the evolution of IT is all about. And those banks are basically forcing companies to go hard on CapEx, buying. So we have been dog bombed. Okay, stuff like that happens. as well as those banks happen. And having your workloads in the cloud is enabling you to use new technologies, for instance, more mobile phones. You can
so you can basically respond to changes in business models, and you can respond to requirements from business units, and you are not slowed down with this internal procurement processes for hardware and licenses.
Yeah, because like lots of banks and lots of people, lots of managers of the old world, they will go like, okay, so you have computers, that is value. You have data center, that is value. But that's not the value, in fact. The value is in the innovation, the value is in the new business models, the value is in using services that are not available on premise. And this is all, when we use the term intangible, it can be a financial term, but it is really like transcending to the new world and to the new way of thinking about your IT and about your business. And that is really something that is not easily quantifiable from the current perspective. Each will be quantifiable in the 5 to 10 year financial statements of the companies that have changed. But banks do not look, unfortunately, are not able to look in that regard. Okay, so now we have also been cat bombed. Those young girls are Mimi, and the dog was Blondie, so that you also meet them. So
so if you are interested in utilizing public cloud, we can help with setting up proper billing practices, budgets and alarms, and we can work with your team how to organize your applications and workloads in public cloud environment. We have time slots on Friday. You can find it below the video. And we are looking forward to seeing you again.
We'll be very happy to help you. Those conversations that we are having here, just the two of us, are the type of conversations that we have with our clients, with our prospective clients, and we know what we are talking about when it comes to the cloud. So reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to have a one-on-one with you. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. And thank you, Mladen, for your time.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.